Joel Aron, a director of cinematography at Lucasfilm, exposed himself as a complete and utter ideologue, where he attacked not only Donald Trump, but his voters as well. It is sick, it is despicable, it is disgusting, but it is what we have come to expect from Lucasfilm, and they will continue to employ people like this while calling you the worst, nastiest names and accusing you of the worst, nastiest things. And then they wonder why no one is tuning in to watch their absolute atrocious shows that are political lectures, because they're being made by people like Joel Aron. Wrote this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. I highly encourage you to subscribe and become a paid member, because this is where I will be trying to make a living moving forward. Google has been up to a bunch of shenanigans with the advertisers and things like that. So we are going straight to you, the people, to help support what I am doing here on fandompulse.com. So I highly suggest you go over to the website, become a subscriber, and become a paid member. And you get this like nice little pop-up. It lets you subscribe really easily. So I suggest you do that. So this is what Joel Aron wrote. He said, F this disgusting scrotum skin sack and all who support him. He wrote this before Election Day. He wrote this on November 3rd, 2024. Absolutely sick, absolutely disgusting, completely unhinged comments. Obviously, not only attacking Donald Trump, but all of the people that voted for him. 71 million Americans voted for him this year. Probably number will go up as they continue to count in some of those lingering votes in some of the states that are still counting. So just sick and disgusting. But this is what we've come to expect from people at Lucasfilm, right? This is not unsurprising. Like, we've got Pedro Pascal here comparing Donald Trump supporters to Nazis back in 2022. You can see Confederate flag, Nazi flag, Trump hat. Like, it's just sick and disgusting. But this is what this company does. They employ people that are absolutely trying to attack their fellow Americans and to attack Americans in general. I don't even think Pedro Pascal even an American at this point? I don't know. Maybe he has dual citizenship. I don't keep up to date on what his citizenship status is. When we've got this guy, Henry Gilroy, he's a writer and producer on Star Wars Rebels. He attacked the Mandalorian actress Gina Carano back in February 2021, calling her a racist, transphobic, jackbooted thug who embraced hate. He wrote this: people said she was a lousy actor, but I disagree. She played a courageous rebel who fought tyranny for those who couldn't, but in her heart, she was a racist, transphobic, jackbooted thug who embraced hate. That's acting. Hashtag buy space Karen, hashtag this is the way, and hashtag the Mandalorian. Like, absolutely just disgusting behavior. And he's saying that's obviously about Gina Carano, but one can clearly imagine that he would think the same thing about anyone who supports her or has similar opinions and ideas to Gina Carano. Again, this is Lucasfilm. This is the people that they hire. This is who they are. And obviously this one, infamously, January 2021, Star Wars The High Republic host Christina Ariel, she's still employed by the company. She literally accused white people of being racist. All white people. White people, having stop it. Your racism won't save you. Your ignorance is not an excuse. And that wasn't the only one. There's a bunch more. I only included a couple. Here's another one where she's specifically attacking white women. She's saying, just a reminder that white women are just as complicit in the upholding and enforcing white supremacy. I mean, just sick, disgusting behavior from these people at Lucasfilm. Joel Aron's comments are not unsurprising or unexpected. This is what the company is. This is the type of people that they employ. They employ these divisive, hateful individuals who express their hatred towards you, not only obviously on their own social media profiles, but it's clearly done in the movies and television shows that they are creating now. These shows and movies that they make now are literally political lectures. And if they aren't political lectures, they are humiliation rituals, because they know that Star Wars is a beloved property, was a fantastic story. The original trilogy is absolutely fantastic. The main theme is literally forgiveness, redemption, and repentance, as seen with the character of Darth Vader, where he literally repents of his grave evil actions to his son, Luke Skywalker, and assists him in killing the literal devil, as George Lucas called him, the Emperor, and shoves him down a shaft, literally throws him back down into hell, like Saint Michael did to Satan. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. And they know that. It has that hint of evangelium that J.R. Tolkien talks about it, and they despise it. And that is why they are trying to do their very best to destroy this property with the various evil ideologies of wokeness, whether that is feminism, whether that's gender ideology, whether that's transgenderism, whether that's the gay agenda, etc. They are trying to destroy this franchise, and they make it very clear why they're doing it. We see it right here because they're full of hate. We also had Gina Carano talked about this in general. She did an appearance on Ben Shapiro's show a couple years ago, and she said, I've been through so much, and I've seen so much now, clearly, of the bullying that's been taking place, and I saw it before. I'm not the only one that's ever been bullied by this company, and I know that so deeply. So they've been doing this to people inside the company, not just her, but other people as well. She went on and said this: I've seen the bullying that takes place, and so when this started, they point their guns at you, and you know it's only a matter of time. I've seen it happen to so many people, and I just thought to myself, you're coming for me. I know you are. They're making it very obvious to their employees who are coming for me, and so I was like, I'm going to go down swinging, and I'm going to stay true to myself. Well, she's not going down. She is gotten back up, and she is fighting back. She's got the lawsuit against them that she's suing them for wrongful discharge, and refusal to hire, and sex discrimination. The lawsuit specifically says this: it is a civil action arising from defendant's wrongful termination of Carano's employment in retaliation for Carano's lawful exercise of her right to speak and express her views. Specifically, defendants, that's the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm, under the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, fired Carano because of her posts on various social media platforms, including X, formerly known as Twitter. Carano composed and published the post while she was off duty and away from the workplace. Defendants terminated Carano's employment and took other retaliatory actions to limit and deny her future employment opportunities, including but not limited to making maliciously false statements about Carano with the intention of damaging her reputation and thus her ability to find and retain work. So these people, Joel Aron, he's being indoctrinated by the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm. The company is literally promoting this type of behavior for their employees to engage in against political opponents. Like, that is what they're doing. This is what the lawsuit accuses them of doing. And I think it's very clear that is what they're doing. And it's reflected again in the television shows and movies that they are making. The video games they're making, Star Wars Outlaws, clear feminist agenda. So this is unexpected. It's not going to change. These people are full of hate. They're going to accuse you of hate. They're going to accuse us of hate. But it's always projection. They're always projecting their own hatred. And we have to say no to these people. We have to say no. We have to reject them, and we have. The American people spoke. They're rejecting this stuff. And I hope Donald Trump uses the Department of Justice as it should be used to eradicate these DEI departments in these companies that have illegal hiring practices, that are clearly spreading this woke ideology through these illegal hiring practices, and are attempting to ruin society. And they have ruined society to a significant extent. You just watch these people melting down. Look at what this guy is posting here. His brain is overcharged by the woke mind virus. He's so full of hate that he can't think anymore. And you wonder why they can't make anything good anymore. Obviously, they're trying to destroy it. But even if they try to make good, their imagination has been completely eroded and overtaken by the woke mind virus. So I hope this guy realizes what he's done. I think maybe he has. He's obviously locked down his account. Hopefully he repents. He follows the path of Darth Vader. Committed absolutely evil atrocities. Horrific atrocities. Murdered children. Murdered how many people? Killed so many people. Was a thug. Was the enforcer of the emperor. Did the emperor's bidding for a significant portion of his life. But at the end of the day, he repented. He was forgiven by Luke Skywalker. But he was also served justice. Because he died at the end, right? He died. It's very similar to Boromir in Lord of the Rings. Boromir tried to take the ring from Frodo, but realized he did what was wrong, defended the hobbits, to death. And then he repented of his sin to Aragorn. But he still paid. He paid the price for that sin with his death. Now, that's not to say, I'm not saying I think Joel Aron should die. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I do think that justice should be served. I think that he should be immediately fired from Lucasfilm. This is absolutely unacceptable behavior, especially when you're trying to actually sell movies and TV shows to Americans. At the very least, he should be disciplined. Because this is not what Gina Carano did, right? Gina Carano wasn't attacking people. She was warning against people like Joel Aron who have messages of hate and how that message of hate can devolve into violence. Two very distinct, different things. And we have to make that distinction. What this guy is doing is morally wrong and evil. What Gina Carano did, there was nothing wrong with it. She was warning about the evil of people like Joel Aron. Very different things here for anyone who wants to try to conflate that. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.